7:25. She is the queen of Section D. Today's Kenosha News. Out and about, Liz Snyder. Good morning, Liz.
Good morning to you.
All right, let's get right down to it. You're a big walker. You're always going out, walking around, seeing stuff.
Seeing stuff and things. Yes, I just got in from walking my dog, actually.
Yeah, and you had a chance to write about it in Section D, checking out Geneva Lake. Tell me about that.
Yeah, they've got that shore path that's quite well known in this area and actually national. Sometimes you see national stories like beautiful places to walk, and then you're like, oh, there's the shore path at Lake Geneva. Yeah, it's, what's great about it is it circles the lake, and so I think it goes about 26 miles. And, I did the whole thing once, Rex and I did years ago, and it took like 8 hours. Wow. You're going to do like the whole thing.
Right.
We stopped at, Fontana for a lunch break and kept going. But the nice thing is you can do that, or you can say, I'm going to head out. I've got an hour. I'm going to walk for an hour. Or, sometimes a great one to do is start downtown Lake Geneva and then walk to Williams Bay. That takes me just over 2 hours. And so I'll do that sometimes, and Rex will drive ahead and go to Williams Bay, and then he'll pick me up. And then we go to lunch. See, there's always lunch involved.
Always lunch
and
involved,
you can do some shopping. Yeah. So it's a gorgeous time to be out there. I've also walked from Lake Geneva to Fontana. That's about 3 hours.
Wow. That's
yeah.
That's a fur piece, as we like to say. You can read about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
what's great is, you can look at the houses, but then there's some parts that are undeveloped. There's hills, there's flat parts. And you're always walking along the lake. I said, you can't get lost. Sometimes you go off on a new path in the woods, and after a while you're like, are we on the trail? Now we're hopelessly lost. Here you go. Is the lake next to you? Okay, I'm not lost.
It's not Blair Witch suddenly. No trouble there. Let's talk about some local theater. Carthage's got a play going on this weekend.
Carthage has a brand new play, so it's going to make its world debut.
Wow.
Friday night. They've had this new play initiative now since 14 years now? Yes, since 14 years, since 2008. But this one, sometimes they commission a playwright who writes something for them. But this one was a little different. They casted 11 students. They didn't have a play. They didn't even have a subject matter. And then they all got together and said, okay, we got to write a play. We got 1 week. What's it going to be about? So they came up with death.
Well, why not? Right?
Let's just do a little trivial thing. But the reason they did, their director told me, is they needed something that was universal to everyone, and we're all going to die seems to be what they landed on. Yeah. And so that's in the play. Alice, like a college-age student, has died, so her friends are gathering like after the funeral, so they're talking. So that's how they sort of get into it. And then he said, you also see Alice. She's in the what they call the in-between. Oh, she hasn't gotten to her final destination yet, but she's in the waiting room. Yeah, God's waiting room. I think that's what they call Florida. But and then
I've heard that.
Yeah. So that's the play that they came up with and are working on. So that is very interesting. So if you ever want to see a world premiere, like no one else has ever seen this play before.
Now is your opportunity, and there's so much more, but we're short on time today, so I want you to make sure you check out Section D. Literally 20 pages of stuff and things for you to do this weekend, all in today's Kenosha News, which is available at newsstands worldwide on the web at KenoshaNews.com. And Liz, they always will bring it to your house.
Still bring it right to your house.
What should they do, newsman?
Cash. Carrier. Do it.
You heard it here.
Is he short on cash today? Yes. Tip your carrier.
He's tipping his carrier. Liz Snyder, thank you so much. You have a great weekend, lady.
You too. Get out there.